What does that red wire go to? Yo, my lazy ass finally got outside. It's been super crappy out, and it's been really crappy in Chicago as of lately, and no one wants to do anything, and it just sucks to be outside right now. So actually I got a whole bunch of stuff today, and I got a whole bunch of crap to do. So I got a whole bunch of oil filters for when I'm gonna be having to change the oil on this thing quite often pretty soon. And also I'm gonna have to change it for the dyno and stuff like that. So I just go ahead and got a 6-pack of OEM Honda oil filters. Also, you see right to the right of it is a brand new OBD2 distributor. It doesn't have the rotor, the cap, and I think it's missing one more thing. Oh, and just like the gasket. But I have all that stuff. I could take it off my eBay one when it comes to the point where I have my wire adapter and I could use the OBD1 distributor. But as of right now, I have it. I have the core and everything here, so it's able to be put in. I don't know if I told you guys, but on my reverse transmission sensor down here, it's probably on the ground. Yeah. So the connector just literally just broke off the wire, and it actually looks like someone tried to like splice it before. But I'm probably gonna like take this back a little bit, take a little bit of the plastic off and actually splice it really good, because the connector just ripped right off the wire. So I just went ahead and got a new one. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. It was really cheap on eBay. It was like someone was selling it for like 15 bucks. So I was like, might as well buy the whole thing. And I got the whole thing. I'm probably just going to take the connector off this one. I don't feel like just replacing the whole thing. So I just went ahead and just got it so I could just use the connector off it. I know you guys could have said, oh, you could have just went to the junkyard, blah, 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 but you guys don't understand how cold and just terrible it is outside. So since we're outside, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these fuse taps going. I'm just gonna put 275 amp fuses in here, and I'm probably gonna cut this end off and splice in a spade connector in there, so I could just literally take where my fuses are, or where my gauges are right now, and just literally plug it into this, and I won't have to do too much. And I'm probably gonna do that. I also bought a battery for the hatch today. I used to be just taking it out of my daily car, and every time I wanted to test the hatch, I would bring the battery from there in here, because the hatch battery was completely dead. So I went ahead and just got a new battery. I'm gonna start using that so I don't have to take out my daily's battery every time I wanna try something with the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these fuse taps going, figure everything out with that, and we'll go on from there. All right, so of course that took longer than expected, just as usual. I had an issue that was consistent to go on, especially even in the last video, where my fuse 17 would still pop after I turned on the car. So I went down here and I put in the new fuse tap. That's all in, it's all good. But if you look up there where you see the blue connector and you see a red and black wire come out of it, the black wire goes to my Mac boost solenoid. I was wondering, what does that red wire go to? Because I was like, why did I run that red wire? What is that for? And I couldn't think of anything, so I took off the whole trim piece back here that uncovers the fuse box and everything, and I walked that wire all the way back. And it turns out that wire had a spade connector on it, and it was touching metal. It was just on metal for no reason. There was like nothing connected to it. I couldn't remember why I ran that. But that was causing my short for sure. That was causing my short, and I bet you that was overloading or shorting the circuit, which is whatever that regulated fuse or regulated spade is on, it's connected to fuse 17, and it was blowing fuse 17 every time. So as soon as I cut, I didn't take the wire out because just in case if I ever want to use that wire again. I don't know why I used it before, but I just cut the actual spade off the wire and I wrapped it in electrical tape. So there's no way it could touch metal or any ground again. So everything's good. Turn the car on. My Mac boost solenoid is getting power. Everything, all gauges are lighting up on the second key. AC's on. All lights work. And I'm sure my radiator fan works now, so. Alright, so we're hooking up the Honda out of here. About to turn the key on to second position. You guys don't hear my fuel pump because I just disconnected it because just want to make sure everything's working right now. Seems like it is. And I just want to crank over the motor and build up some oil pressure before I decide to start it. Once you see that oil light go away, that's how you know. You saw my oil light go off. So you know I build pressure. So we could go ahead and plug back in the distributor and also plug back in the fuel pump, crank it over, let it run. Alright, so we're letting the car warm up right now. Pressure's decently high. It's at 140 degrees. I'm gonna wait for it to get to like 180. Alright, so we're blowing hot air. Hot air is coming out the center console, so that's good. Coolant's probably going everywhere over here. Yeah. Yep. I think it's all good. So I'm gonna have it be a wrap. Oh my God, that tastes like coolant. When this cools down, I'm like closer analyze how how close this exhaust is to this radiator. I want to see if this is gonna become a problem or not. But I hope the heat wrap helped and it's not like so hot that it's gonna make this radiator fan expand or something. But the mainly reason for the smoke is the coolant getting on the exhaust. And it's just burning it right off, and it just tastes like coolant over here. So yeah, got up the temp, fan worked, heat in the car, so looks like we're all good. I still want to try the transmission out and make sure this thing rolls, but I also want to analyze the exhaust and how close it is to the radiator before I do that too. So what I was thinking, I actually already had it kind of planned out here from before. You guys could see literally how freaking close it is to the radiator, and I really don't want that because when it gets to daily driving and high RPM, it's gonna get hot, and I don't want to explode this Skunk 2 radiator. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is cutting a notch right here, just boom, out, probably like 2 inches in, 2 inches up, scooting it over about a whole inch, maybe an inch and a half, just to get it away from this exhaust. And I think that'd be A1. All right, what up guys? I told you I'll bring you guys to the studio the next time I go. Currently I'm here at the Island in Chicago. No one's here right now because I'm super early. I just wanted to beat traffic out here. But currently I'm just working on some music. King Louie should be here later tonight. I don't know if I'll even be able to record because it's probably gonna get crazy in here. So I'm not trying to really stay late out here either. So I'm trying to get home. And yeah, so I'm just gonna be making music for the time being until everyone shows up. And we're kind of just working on something right now. What's up guys? It's a beautiful day to work on the car. Kids are outside, it's nice out. It's like 52 degrees right now. And I actually just got the O'Reilly special, the distributor cap for the OBD1 distributor that I warrantied out from there. And I'm actually about to try it right now. I don't need this gasket because I already put one on there. Could be a backup. But just put the distributor cap on. I just put one bolt in there. I'm gonna put the rest of the bolts in there. I did end up moving the radiator over just a bit. And in that process, I did break my V-band. So this is a new V-band, but the other one got destroyed. I guess it got cross-threaded somehow from me taking it off and back on so many times. So I bought a new V-band. And that needs to get on so I can bolt back up my exhaust and see how it fits with this new radiator placement. I think this is like the furthest I can move it away without it falling off this mount that was already existing from factory. But yeah, it's kind of greasy down there too. I might brake clean that before I put it all back together. But yeah, I'm just gonna take these wires out, put it on the distributor, put the exhaust back on, and try to start it up, and hopefully this distributor is good because I got the wire adapter put together, put with the OEM connector back here. Everything seems to be pinned out correctly, but we'll see. All right, so put the OBD2 dizzy on, exhaust is back on, along with the turbo cover that I got the other day. I think that thing's heating up. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, everything turned on good. Only thing is when I revved it up a little bit just to get it heated up, it got back down and started fluctuating between 1500 and 2000. So I don't know if there's like a vacuum leak going on or idle air control valve, maybe tuning issue, I'm not sure. But either way, tomorrow the guy I bought the motor off of is going to come and help me. Possibly we're going to be doing a pressure test on the system, probably running like 16 or 18 pounds through the intercooler system and stuff like that, making sure couplers don't blow off and there's nothing leaking and stuff like that. But we're going to do that and make sure everything's good, because I'm going to try to set up a dyno appointment this weekend and get this thing going. For right now, everything's set as it is until we find out either the issue is with a vacuum line, or maybe it's just a tune and it just needs to be tuned for a better idle or something like that. But as of right now, it's good how it stands. I'm probably just gonna clean it up a little bit later on, like actually close the fuel cover back there and stuff like that, clean it up a little bit. But otherwise, it's looking good, and that's pretty much it. So until we do some more stuff, or until we get on the dyno, actually probably tomorrow I'll probably be recording again, but that's it for this video. I really want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being a part and supporting this build. Once again, it's Boosted Black Guy, and I'm out. Peace.